Nobody has done more to embrace parental choice in education more than the state of Florida. And under my administration, we have more school choice than any place in human history, probably, certainly any place in the United States of America, because we understand how important it is that parents are directing the education of their kids. So we just signed universal education savings accounts for every parent in the state of Florida. The money will follow the student. Obviously, we have programs where we want homeschool parents participating, and we're expanding those efforts as well. At the end of the day, not every school is going to be right for every kid, and parents, understandably, are looking at the education that their kids are getting, and a lot of it is good academics, but a lot of it is good values. A lot of it is making sure their education is grounded in their faith, and they have every right to do that. And in Florida, we've empowered parents to do that regardless of their income levels. And so we're proud of what we've done to be #1 in education freedom. But with this new bill I've signed, you ain't seen nothing yet. Now, we're also leaning in on having solid, dependable higher education. Because I think if you look around the country, a lot of parents look to see some of these universities and they wonder, if I send my kid to school after 18 years of raising them and putting in our values, is it just going to be undone in some indoctrination center in some very left-wing university? And unfortunately, too many universities in this country, the norm has been not to be pursuing truth or not to be giving students a foundation so they can think for themselves, but instead in trying to impose ideology, try to promote conformity of thinking, and even try to foment political activism. This higher education system in Florida is paid for by your tax dollars. They don't have a right to just do whatever they want. They need to be focused on the mission that the people of Florida want for our higher education system. And so we've made very clear that's exactly what we're going to do here in Florida. Now, I also point out, as proud as I am of having affordable colleges and universities, a 4-year brick and ivy education is not the only way you can be successful in this world, and indeed, it's not the best way for many people. We have promoted technical education, vocational education, apprenticeships more than any state in the country. You can get training in some of these really important fields that are in high demand, and you can be making very good money at a very young age. You do that 4 or 5 years, kids get training in electrical, they're working 4 or 5 years, they start their own company and become entrepreneurs. There's a lot of great things you can do. And a 4-year degree is not some magic ticket to success. In fact, the students that get really good vocational training in things like welding and electrical, truck driving, all these things, a lot of times they do much better financially than a student that gets a degree in like zombie studies and goes $100,000 in debt with 6 years, under their belt. So we're very mindful of that, and we have a very clear message that doing a vocational track, you're not any less than somebody that goes to a college. It's all honorable stuff. In some respects, they're better pathways, and so that's our view on that, and we're going to continue to do it. At the same time, we have universities, and we want them to focus on the core mission that universities are supposed to fulfill. And we've taken steps to ensure that. In Florida now, because of our efforts, all tenured professors must undergo review every 5 years and can be let go for poor performance. We've also used our appointment ability to ensure that the institutions in Florida are going in a direction that reflects the values of this state. We have a small liberal arts college in Sarasota called New College. And I didn't know much about it. Not a lot of people in Florida knew much about it, but it was almost like a commune. It was left of the left. all about ideology, critical race theory, gender theory, all this other stuff. It was supposed to be under Florida statutes, the top honors college in Florida, but it wasn't fulfilling that function. The enrollment was low, test scores had declined, and so we made the decision to say, okay, if this is, and it's in beautiful part of Sarasota, right on the water. I mean, it's a great place, location-wise. So we made the decision, okay, I'm going to put people on the board there that are going to right the ship. So I appointed 7 conservative members to the Board of Trustees. They came in, they relieved the president of her duties, they put in a conservative president, they eliminated DEI and CRT at the university, and they reformulated the mission statement to say that New College would be the top publicly funded classical liberal arts college in America, similar to like Hillsdale College and some of these other places.